Cool. Temperature 64. About 8 o'clock. I went to bed at about, was it 11? Yeah, went to bed at about 11. So that's about 9 hours. That's pretty decent night's sleep. Um, um, I don't sleep real well because of the excessive compulsive behaviors of the people with the Wi-Fi. They mind fuck people with technology to keep them reacting irrationally. And my noggin is so well connected to the world that they could take me up to the North Pole and isolate me, and I would probably have more trouble sleeping there than I do here. Because there's, in Phoenix or El Paso, I'd probably sleep better because there's so much noise. I'd just tune it out, like my cousin Vinny in the prison in Alabama, instead of having it quiet and then the train comes through. So, if I was in El Paso, I'd probably sleep with the TV on, but the chemical poisoning from all the toxins and stuff would make it hard for me to physically survive. But mentally, I'd be more, I'd be comfortably numb. Then they'd give me drugs and I'd die. Either way, they're torturing the shit out of me because they're complete fucking murdering assholes and they suck. And if you don't stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me, you're participating with them. And there's nothing I can do about that. And you have to do it publicly. I do ask people privately here to do it because they abuse you and attack you, and it's hard. And I understand most people don't have mentally and emotionally and physically what it takes to do what I do. There's like people plugged into supercomputers, myself. And so far, they told me they plugged people like Krishna and the Buddha and children from my line that are, the line of like Solomon and stuff. And that's about it. That's about it. I don't see anybody else. I have no signs of life of anybody else standing up and saying, hey, forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal, faithful peace. We should do that. You don't have to pay money to come to my university, right? So we can do this at Southern New Hampshire University. We can do this at Yale. We can do this in the Ivy League. We can do this at Oxford and Cambridge. And they're not doing that. Hey, we know what you're doing. We're the Wickershams. Yeah, I understand how unique the Messiah is, how beautiful and strong he is, and how perfect his love is for you and your children, right? Yesterday being Mother's Day and my mother being murdered by her cancer treatment in 1994 to turn me into an angry person because, I should be mad at all the people that I, consider most responsible for my mom's torture and death, and for people using Wi-Fi to manipulate people to commit crimes over money to kill Michelle, right? I should be mad and kill them all. It's like, are we going to be living the Lord's Prayer? Are we all going to stand up for the Lord's Prayer if I take the technology and kill everybody that's responsible for the death of Marianne Murphy and Melinda Michelle Bowen? If the answer is no, then I'm not going to do it. Right? Gospel of Paul Davis. Well, I know that he gave his life for me, set all our spirits free. Ark of Covenant, see? Yeah, so I want to do right, got to do right for all of my life. So I can't never do, I'd be holding you, but it's, if you understand Pascal, he's holding that woman, he's having sex with that woman, he's got his eyes, got the nose, raising him to be a trained consumer that doesn't stand up for a Lord's Prayer, is a commander and a defender in Washington, D.C., as opposed to obeying perfect commands from the Messiah just north of San Ysidro in New Mexico, right? I'm on my way to New Mexico, ba-na-na-na-na-na, to New Mexico. And none of you are like that. Okay. So I have to do it all by myself. When I was young, never needed anyone. Making love was just for fun. No, I was never that way. I wasn't like Roy Clark, Every conversation that I can recall, I woke up this morning, realized what they had done, and realized I could correlate all religious understanding through the truth of scientific validity. Do you ever talk about anything normal? I don't want to talk about who Kim Kardashian's having sex with. I don't want to talk about who's getting voted off the island of crazy people that are bombarding back to the solar cells to get $1 million after they've done that stupid shit. I don't want to talk about who's gonna lose a lot of weight by being, by being put into extreme physical conditions by two trainers. One that almost dies from what he does for an extortion gig. Yeah, Bob. Yeah, the physical stress and the mental and emotional stress on it caused him to have a reaction from his body that almost killed him. Like Frank Shorter, the jogger, that died, and Keith Richards is still with us. One trying to kill himself, the other one not trying to kill himself. The one not trying to kill himself, jogging near cars, killed himself. And the other one trying to embalm himself and not jogging near cars is still with us. Emotep, play that guitar. We need to sell another record. And Frank Shorter will not sell any more books. He died of a heart attack. Right? And so it's like, what? It's like, just stand up for the Lord's Prayer. And then when you die, but at least you didn't participate in torturing yourself and murdering yourself in the conflict over money. Hey, we can do this. Western Governors University. Is that an owl with glasses talking to me? Fuck. Shit, they're crazy. I know they are. Trust me, I know they're crazy. I know every last batshit, rat shit, dirty old twat, 99 assholes tied in a knot, damn lizard shit fuck person on TV doing things for money is batshit fucking crazy. That's not lost on me at all. I'm the spirit of Adam, Moses, David, Jesus, John. When they pray to Jesus Christ, and I watch them on TV, it's like, ground control, J-A-B-B-G-B-D-Banja. This is on to the ground control. I'm talking to NASA's shithole. Yes, and I'm going to vote for president, and I would think, why? I'd rather live the Lord's Prayer than fight like hell and kill people over what you want. The Constitution. We're going to fight like hell and kill people over what we want for money. That's what the Constitution says. And God said to do it. And Jesus, the man who said, forgive debt and trespass and love one another, eternal faithful peace, is the command, said, fight like hell over ownership of things given to you by the glory of God in your head, and kill each other if you can't manipulate the money to try to control everybody with the money. That's okay. Okay, artificial general intelligence, quantum computing. Okay. And it doesn't work as well as the assholes that invent it say it's working or going to work. It does not fucking work at all. Okay? It's the worst fucking science experiment in the history of the world if it can't, hey, Lord's Prayer all the way today. It still sucks. There's no difference between it and the Trinity site and Oppenheimer movie. Yeah. It's Cruella de Vil. Is that your... No, it's your dress. I just fixed that. Okay, do you understand? I mean, seriously. Don't say there's anything wrong with me. There's absolutely nothing wrong with me. I'm absolutely perfect. My love is absolutely perfect. I'm the most perfect lover in the whole world. The only man that a woman should want to hold on to, be kissed by, sleep with, wake up with, regardless if she's 25 or 18. She's a woman now, girl. You'll be a woman soon. The only man Tia Carrera should want to be with is Sean Connery, me. And tell Wesley Snipes, no. You just don't measure up. You're just not Lord's Prayer enough for my children. I, Ruth Esther Khadijah, this message. Hallelujah, brother, right? Otherwise, you're not being a woman. You're being a dog in heat, getting fucked by a moneymaker who fucks and kills and follows pieces of paper written by archaic dogs who are trying to play God with their mind. In your head, zombie. Am I not? Well, come on. Artificial general intelligence. Am I not quantum computing right here? Quantum computer. Okay, you don't work worth a shit. Artificial general intelligence? What kind of a jawbone of an ass are you? You're not. When are you supposed to be working? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Annie, are you okay? You a smooth criminal? Dirty Diana. So no. I don't know when Jeff Hinton says, down by this day, you might want to be a plumber because you're not going to be a doctor, a lawyer, or such. What about a cowboy? I want to be a cowboy. I can't. No, I don't want to be a cowboy. What do you want to do? Yeah, I like to garden. I like being dad and grandpa and honey and having a honey-do list. We need chores to maintain them properly. We got to do this and you got to do this today, Ralphie, because you're better at it than I am. You know what you're doing. Well, you want to come watch in case I fall off the roof and tomorrow you have to do it your own damn self? That's what the robot's for? Damn you, Robin Williams, and you bicentennial man. Okay. Put the goddamn cooler on the stand, Williams. The Marines are watching. Fazio. That robot's really strong. He doesn't get any weaker, does he? No, we do his maintenance. What about me? Oh, I get weaker, I get tired, and I pass away and die. Well, I love my children and my grandchildren. Well, Book of Malachi, I can read. I was given a life sacrifice by the glory of God. I was given robots by people that deny me living the perfection of holy covenants through life sacrifice for the glory of God. One day they died and their graves were side by side on a hill where, if you're not happy with the gift to love one another, you're a useless bastard who tries to put their pathetic brain on a robot to be the head of the Constitution. Okay, well, yeah, my Constitution is not suited for this. And my digestive system's not handling all the chemical poisoning from all the toxin from the military units in close proximity. Okay, artificial general intelligence sucks. Quantum computing is completely useless at this time. Yeah. Okay, if truth isn't truth and lie is truth, then quantum computing works like shit and artificial general intelligence makes a lousy job on the ass as of today. When's it going to get any better, Hinton? Okay. When's your goddamn technology going to get any better so it's not goddamn technology? I'm getting tired of waiting. Shit. I remember I used to gripe about that when I had an extortion gig. I said, man, if they held themselves accountable to the same things that they always hold us accountable to, if you do that, you get fired because they would have been fired like 500 times Thursday, 50 years ago, times the quantum computing of the artificial general intelligence fixing all our problems with truth and intelligence. You know what I'm saying? This sucks. Okay, for the record. Okay. I want everyone to know how much invention sucks compared to the truth of creation. This is for the record. This is verdad. Bam. This is the Gospels. Pow dow. How many people are watching it? 1, 2, 2, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2. Label it Blue Ivy Carter, 154. Label it after one of the best songwriters in the whole world, according to a magazine's daughter, and I'll get 154 views. Now I'll just do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I kind of like that song by the Fugees better. I think Lauryn Hill writes better songs than Blue Ivy Carter's dad. And now she's hiding because she's afraid that people with robots are going to kill her and take all her money. What? Mama don't want you. Hey, Sir Elton John, help me out here. Daddy don't need you. Give it up, baby. It shall be. Leave on. Sell some cartoon balloons in town. Maybe you can fly to Venus. Don't fly to Venus. You will die trying to fly there. You would die if you got there, but you would die flying to try to get there. Okay. Well, yeah, most likely. Even Venus? Yeah. Why do they want to go to Mars? Because you won't get baked on Mars, but you get baked on Venus. That's why you don't want to go to Venus. Don't listen to Howard Hewitt. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Frankie Avalon's a nut job. Yeah, he's a Roman. He's not a Hebrew. Venus, if you do, I promise. Just because you can see a burning hot thing in the sky doesn't mean it's a place you can live, have candy bars, and go to Jupiter to get more stupider with the Hubble telescope and did not realize how the only way Bernadette, I need you to live, right? Stars are cool, right? Did we get hashish lace cookies from those teachers in the nice school system of the state of California, Chuck Lorre? What an asshole, right? Chuck Lorre's an asshole. Of course Chuck Lorre's an asshole. Do you see Chuck Lorre standing up for Lawrence Burr? No. Then Chuck Lorre's an asshole. He makes lots of money off of holding stuff hostage on TV, and everybody tells him how successful he is at it. All the assholes that want to be as successful assholes as him are not as big of assholes as him yet, but they want to be. It's like, what? Quando computing, artificial general intelligence. Why are you so slow? They call me disabled. You're Asperger's. You're a savant. You're Asperger's. That's all they called me when I got back here from Sierra Vista. All these people, you have like a form of Tourette's or something, and Sheldon, could you just not be you for? No, you have to be you, and you have to make the fucking technology. Fuck, and I gotta fix the technology. Right. What if I don't have adhesive ducts and I might have broke my collar? I haven't broken my collarbone. No. I have chemical poisoning just like most poor people that are dying from being poisoned to death by cancer, that most of it do it through some form of acceptance of administration through self, and stuff. And then they say, well, because he stays here with his dad, who will not stand up for a Lord's Prayer. Yeah, and if I could talk my family, that's why Suzuki tells me to stop badgering the witness, because he ain't going to do it. Jesus is the eternal spirit of me. Jesus is hoping my dad will, stop voting for president and stop praying to Jesus for more money. And Suzuki says he ain't going to do it, guys. So don't badger the witness. Just let him be. Just let him be in his little Shooter McGavin happy place. And Earl's fixing it, and Earl's going to do it, and Earl has to fix their fucked up technology. And his dad believes Jesus is the magic God that's going to kill everybody that tries to take his money. And that's what's happening. Okay. Jesus, guide Donald Trump to kill all the right people to make sure we can keep our money, so we're in charge of the money. Okay. That's what my family's doing. And then they always glare at me and say, you're not God. Okay, obey God and stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me. Then we can all agree that I'm not God and that Jesus' commands are perfect. And as far as about Jesus being God or not to be God, we'll leave that to William Shakespeare. Thank you. Okay, have a nice day. William Shakespeare's dead. His physical body, but life's eternal grace is infinite. Boy, you don't know Jesus very well, do you? Okay. In the sky, Lord. Is that William Shakespeare, Jesus? Wow, you got his books in the satellites? Wow, you think the Bible makes better sense now? Wow, think quantum computing and artificial general intelligence makes better sense now to all the people that are guess-agains? Wow, do you have Geico or Progressive? Wow, neither one works, right? But the Lord's Prayer, perfect. Hallelujah, brother. Is that William Shakespeare next to Al Ghazali, Jesus, in that satellite computer? Well, yes, it is, Earl. How artificial general intelligence of your quantum computing, Jesus? Is this heaven and or hell? Are we living the Lord's Prayer? No. Well, then, damn, Shakespeare and Al Ghazali are both stuck in hell in that satellite. And the quantum computers here on the ground. We suck again. If again meaning again today, yes. As far as inclusive, no, because Jesus doesn't suck. I don't suck. Muhammad doesn't suck. Esther doesn't suck. Ruth doesn't suck. Khadijah doesn't suck. But you do. Oh, you do. Because we can't make you love us if you don't. We can't make your heart feel something it won't. Right? Life's eternal grace is infinite. There is no final hours. Okay, even if you blow it all up, life's still eternal and grace is infinite. We just don't have bodies to love one another or fuck one another because of fuckers like you, not because of lovers like me and Khadijah. Right, Khadijah? I love you too, Missy. You're so sweet. She's so sweet. I love her so much. I usually talk to Muhammad in prayer. Muhammad usually talks to like Betty with... It's a traditional thing. Yeah. It's just being respectful and kind and not wanting to, baby, don't be looking in my mind. You might not like shit. I understand. I think, I think Sam Cooke's gorgeous too. I think Tupac's gorgeous too. I think Malcolm X is gorgeous too. You wanton little hussy. I'm just kidding with you. You're so sweet. I love you so much. If you don't want to see inside a woman's mind... don't be such a, peckerwood on a pussy plantation. I said that. She's just thinking it. And to commit the sin in the mind is the same to commit it in the flesh. So if you guys weren't peckerwoods on a pussy plantation, we wouldn't be talking about it. Hey, that's Muhammad's wife. You can do the math. but a quantum computer with artificial intelligence couldn't do it better because they're not the Messiah. Thank you! Gosh, I love this woman. Isn't that gorgeous? Hi, Ruth and Esther. You guys are the best. I love women. Happy Mother's Day. Hallelujah. Oh, that was good. Holy mackerel. Andy, why didn't you show up yesterday? Why didn't they show up yesterday? They didn't show up yesterday. Yeah. My mom's dead. Yeah. Your corporations killed her to try to turn me into an angry person that would kill everybody they pointed me at. And I refused to do it because I want to live the perfect commands of the perfect Father, because I'm the perfect Father today. Why bother if you think you are? Lord's Prayer is perfect. I am the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. You're not. So, bam, there you go. Thank you. I love you, girls. Thank you. Oh, wow. Yeah, eternity mingles even together in the stars beyond the computers and the manipulation. Okay, I love all the... Hi. It's all the ladies from Japan with the... Yeah. Okay. Okay, so what are we doing in spirit? It's okay, this is, okay. You're connecting to him in meditation and prayer because Muhammad taught you, okay. And Mordecai, I get it. I understand that. I checked the technique. Okay, it's a good day for this. I love Suzuki too. He sure does use meditation in a perfect way to help us explain things on a clear day. I like Nancy Wilson too. She's passed away. I know she has. But the spirit lives on eternally through the people that appreciate, one another and love the gift of expressing. We wouldn't know who Khadijah was if it wasn't for Muhammad standing up for perfect love. If she hadn't have loved that man, no one would know who she was. Right? If Esther didn't stand up with Mordecai for what was correct, no one would know who Esther was, right? If Ruth didn't marry that man, if she had stayed in her rotten Peckerwood Pussy Plantation tribe, if she had not married a Hebrew, no one would know who Ruth was, right? We wouldn't be talking about the perfection of one day they died and their graves are side by side on a hill where robins sing. So is it like that little Peckerwood on the Pussy Plantation that came and mocked me in Sierra Vista? You poor bastard. There's no such thing as free will. You were going to be you, whether you wanted to be you or not. To be or not to be, that is the question. Right? So do you want to be a Peckerwood on a Pussy Plantation trying to be the neck of the head? Or do you want to be loved by a man and be a woman? Right? Because you've never been a woman before, right? I'd like to touch the man I made just once. You didn't make him. He's the creation of God. The writers for Barbra Streisand obviously have ego problems, right? Thank you. I love you, girls. This is awesome. Thank you, dude. Thank you, Bogan Cycle. Wow, you did a good job of meditation and prayer there. This is really good, guys. Thank you, Village in Japan that helped Suzuki. You guys, Bak. Thanks, Easter Bunny. I love you guys too. I know. Won't have to force kids to watch Speed Racer all the time to buy sugar cereals, and then they get Ritalin and they say you have ADHD, you're Asperger's, you're a savant, you're dyslexic, you can't pay your bills, you can't read the contract, you're gonna get screwed for make-believe money. Your interest rate is gonna be way higher than the people that sing lots of songs and are on the front of magazines and have more money than Davy Crockett and have about as much common sense as a garden slug. Look upon my garden gate, a snail, that's what it is. Look upon my garden gate. Oh, Juanita, where you love like heaven. Allah, kiss me once more. Allah can't kiss you. Obviously, he was taught by barbarians the wrong way to use the word Allah in a sentence, right? No. All who have faith in Allah, okay. Be kind, be affectionate, be loving, be empathetic and respectful. That's better than a kiss from a woman that you paid for the girlfriend experience in Pahrump, Nevada. Bam! There you go. It's the girlfriend experience. Oy vey, you're hot. Let's get freaky with a cheeseburger on the Sabbath. I like cheeseburger. I like cheeseburger. Bacon cheeseburger. Yes. My dad's folks is from Texas and Tennessee. And just about everything tastes better with bacon. But you don't want to eat too much bacon. It will not digest real well unless you're in a real pristine, clean environment. And you're a hard-working farmer. But the older you get, the less bacon you're going to want to eat, because your sons and grandsons are going to have the physical capacity to work harder on the farm than you do. You're supposed to, Dad, it's your time to rest, Dad, because you worked hard to get us to this point where we could be the providers through our labor for the people that have trouble doing the providing with labor because they're either too small or too old. Ringing in the sheaves. Come on, all you Jack Mormons, pull your jack out of your ass and stop being an asshole and stand up for truth so we can live better lives. And then if we build robots to do all our work, how are we going to feel good destroying our environment to build robots to do our work for us and never work a day in our lives to feel like, I helped provide that bread for that kid. I took my hands with the wood and made that cutting board for Ralph. Okay, if you eliminate Monty and make the robot make the cutting board for Ralph, okay, how are God created hands going to share in the experience of painting the murals? Okay, they can paint better than you. Yeah, they can. They have a photograph in their mind that they can mimic with the hand like a digital printer, right? They can draw better than Schoenfeld, right? More perfect. They can take a photograph of it and lithograph it with precise precision with the hand and everything like that. And it was invented by man, right? Like the photograph replaced the painting, the portrait, right? Rembrandt got replaced by Nikon and Minolta and all that crap, right? Okay, so all the talent of expression was replaced by invention. It gives us no talent of expression, so there's no, Van Gogh gets replicated by the Nikon, but Nikon doesn't have the heart of Van Gogh, right? It's a cold and ardent orb that rules the night, makes colors favorite. You see what I'm saying? So there's no soul to artificial general intelligence or quantum computing, which is why it does not work as good as Earl. Thank you! Wow, happy day after Mother's Day. Happy day after Mother's Day. Thanks, Khadijah, Ruth, and Esther. You are the best. Okay. I don't want to talk to Mom that much until I'm done doing my job. Life was hard on her, and they abused the living hell out of her. But she seemed content and happy on her deathbed, so apparently I get to tell her, but maybe she doesn't hear that well because of the morphine, like Bob Marley. Okay. I love you too. I'm not trying to play God. I'm just trying to be a good person that lives the perfection of the commands of the Messiah because he has faith in God. Well, because I'm the Messiah and I have faith in God. And I want to live the commands of the Messiah because his faith is perfect. Yes, ma'ams! Hallelujah, brothers and sisters. Thank you. That was a beautiful prayer. Thanks, Suzuki. You're the best. Who are you going to tell about it? I'm going to put it into cyberspace and let the devil and Satan talk it over in bed. I like Grace and You too. I do too. That's a good song. My mom really liked that song. Yeah. I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't mean a word. Everybody knows I mean every word I say, unless, of course, I say it's sarcasm. Okay. That was sarcasm. But if I'm like, I'm sick and tired of being abused by your selfishness, and I wish you were beautiful, but today you're ugly again. Okay. Hi! I love my fans. There you go again. Fuck. Dumb as a box of rocks and ugly as sin. Meaner than sin, wild as the wind that blew on the Montana plain. Old Red was one of the orneriest yet and wasn't about to take Billy McLean. Well, luckily for me, I'm Earl Parsons and not Billy McLean. I ain't trying to make money riding in the rodeo. I am the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. So I don't have to try to ride Old Red. All right. Hallelujah, brother. My love is perfect. Thank you. I'll be here until further notice. All right. Peace out, man.